Good morning, children. Today, revision of life process chapter we will discuss in this video. What we are going to discuss? We will discuss about revision of the life process. What is the life process? The process which is useful for the life are called life process. Digestive system, respiration process, excretory process, nervous system. These all are processes which are helpful for the life. So these all are considered as which one? The life process. In this life process, our zoology related topics, especially heterotrophic nutrition. What is the meaning of heterotrophic nutrition? Simple way I am telling. Organisms derive their food from other living organisms, which will depend on others, heterotrophs. So, like what you called some other plant materials, fruits, food we are taking or not. That is called heterotrophic nutrition. So, heterotrophic mode of nutrition are different types. How many types? Saprophytic nutrition, parasitic, and holozoic. Saprozoic mode of nutrition, which organisms obtain nutrients from the dead and decaying organic matter. Saprophytic nutrition means the organism saprophytes will depend on dead and organic matter. So example fungi, yeast, bacteria. Then parasitic. So synthesized by others, obtaining food from others. So for example bacteria, what they will do, they will be live in the some host bodies and they will survive. That is called parasitic. For example in the plants, cuscuta. Cuscuta is a plant, is will be depend on the other, what you called, other plants and some animals like what you called the bacteria, also parasitic. Holozoic means amoeba. So holozoic means what? They will take both veg and non-veg. Holozoic omnivores. Examples amoeba. So what will be takes place in the holozoic? We will see ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, digestion. What's the meaning of ingestion? So what will be pseudopodia? For example, amoeba, what it will do? Takes the food with the help of pseudopodia and engulf the prey, forming a food cup. Next one, what will happen? So you see the textbook diagram, there will be taking of the food, then absorption, digestion will be there, absorption will be there, assimilation will be there, and last what will be there? Digestion also will be there. So whatever the food we are eating, that one will be digested by the help of enzymes. After digestion, that will be absorbed, then absorbed after that will be utilized. It's called assimilation, then digestion. The food vacuole is there, no? That is called nothing but in the amoeba, food vacuole acts as a temporary stomach. Then come to human digestive system. What are the human digestive system? The mouth. Mouth one, buccal cavity, teeth, okay. What you call tongue is there. And tongue have the so many, what you call, taste buds are there. You know very well we have 32 teeth. The pharynx is a, what is that very important? Pharynx is the cavity. There are three pharynx. Near the nostrils, nasopharynx. Oral, oropharynx. Laryngopharynx are there. Then esophagus, it's a long tube. Through the peristaltic movement, the food will reach the stomach. The stomach is the bag-like structure, J-shaped bag-like structure. Food will be stored temporarily in the stomach. Then come to small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Maximum digestion will be takes place and absorption will be takes place in the small intestine. Even pancreatic juice and bile juice enter into the through the small intestine, duodenum only. The hepatopancreatic duct is there. Then large intestine, cecum, colon, rectum and anus. So some symbiotic bacteria also will be there in the large intestine. Rectum will store the feces and the anus releases the feces. Next is some glands. What are the glands? You know very well, salivary glands. What are the salivary glands? Sublingual, submaxillary, parotid glands. Okay. Sublingual, submaxillary, parotid glands. They are helpful for the secretion of saliva. Saliva contains salivary amylase, taurine and lysozyme. And next one, gastric glands. You know very well what are the gastric glands. The gastric glands, which are gastric juice, they secretes, contains HCl, mucus, peptide. Very important, gastric juice secreted by stomach. So many enzymes are there. They will digest the food. Then come to liver. Liver is the largest gland, biggest gland. Okay, it is very important for digestion because it secretes the bile juice. Bile consists of bile pigments which are helpful for the digestion of fats. Then come to pancreas. What is pancreas? The pancreas is it's also mixed gland. Half of the part is exocrine, half of the part is endocrine. The mixed gland endocrine part secretes the insulin and glucagon like that, and the exocrine plant secretes what you call this enzymes. So they will help for digestion. So ingestion, digestion means you know very well. Starch consists of talent, is there or not? Maltose like that, pepsin, you know very well. Salivary amylases, pepsin, renin, okay, amylase, trypsin, maltase, sucrase, lipase, they all will be digest the what you call food, complex to simple. Okay, for example, the what you called the protein digested by pepsin, amylase digest the glucose, and maltase digest the maltose, sucrose digest the sucrates, okay, like that. So like this and digestion will be takes place, then waste will be go out. Sometimes dental series, so the tooth decay involves the destruction of the enamel layer. Destruction of enamel layer is called tooth decay by the bacteria and the sugar. Okay. Now come to respiration. See, glucose to pyruvate, glycolysis, cytoplasm. Okay, in the presence of oxygen, what will happen? Ethanol. In the absence of oxygen, ethanol. CO2 energy. In the lack of oxygen, lactic acid energy. Presence of oxygen, CO2, H2 and energy will be takes place. Energy in the form of which one? ATP. So there are different types of respiratory organs are there. So in the presence of air means aerobic respiration, anaerobic, lactic acid. Okay, a lack of oxygen. So respiratory organs, what? The respiration which occurs to the gills is called bronchial respiration. In the fishes, the respiration which occurs to the skin is called cutaneous respiration. That is in the frog and earthworm. The respiration which occurs to the trachea is called tracheal respiration. That is in arthropods. Okay, gills, fish, skin, earthworm and frog, trachea, insect, cockroaches, lungs, humans, birds. Okay, if you see the human respiratory system, first openings are nostrils. Nostrils to the opening will be takes place to the pharynx. Pharynx is you know through the windpipe. Pharynx will reach the windpipe, trachea. Trachea to you know windpipe. It will go to bronchi, bronchi to lungs. So lungs you know very well, alveoli is present, that will be exchange will be takes place. So you know very well in the respiration two steps, inspiration and expiration. What will be takes place in the inspiration? The contraction will be takes place. The diaphragm and the ribs contraction, then chest cavity will be increased, then air will be entered. Expiration, they will be relaxed, then the chest cavity decrease, the air will be what you call eliminate outside. So inspiration and or inhalation, expiration or exhalation will be takes place. So the exchange of gases will be in alveoli to blood, and another one is blood to tissues. Okay, like that, from alveoli to blood to tissues, internal respiration and external respiration. Suppose the exchange of gases between alveoli and blood is called external respiration. Blood to tissues is called internal respiration. This is a very important. Then come to transport system. What is the transport system? You know, some materials, different types of materials are there in our body. They have to move from one place to another place, like food absorbed materials. What are the food absorbed materials? Carbohydrates, proteins, okay, minerals. They should have to move from one place to another place. How they will be moved? One system required. That is called transportation system. What do you call that is called? Transportation system. So, what is the first transport system? Blood and heart. Tell about the blood. Means what you can say. The blood is red colored. Blood is red colored due to hemoglobin pigment. You know very well. The blood consists of plasma and the serum. Plasma consists of what do you call? Plasma consists of, come on tell, very easy only. Water, Okay, albumins, globulins, fibrinogen, antibodies, salts, okay, sodium and potassium chlorides and bicarbonates, food substances, amino acids, glucose, fats, hormones, okay, excretory products, everything there in the plasma. In the plasma, RBC, WBC and blood platelets also immersed. Plasma without fibrinogen is called, without clotting factor is called serum. Plasma is called serum plus fibrinogen. How can you define? Plasma is called serum plus fibrinogen. Plasma is called serum plus fibrinogen. So that is the most important concept to remember. So plasma is called serum plus fibrinogen. Okay. So next, another important point, blood corpuscles. So RBC, very easy only. So red blood cells, they are minute, circular, biconcave. They are large looking red color. Why they are red color? You know very well. Presence of a pigment called hemoglobin. Come to WBC. WBC divide into A granulocytes and granulocytes. A granulocytes, lymphocytes and monocytes. Granulocytes, acidophils, basophils and neutrophils. Then blood platelets, you know very well, they are helpful for the coagulation of blood. So they are produced also in bone marrow, megakaryocytes, like that. Special cells are there. Then come to chambers of the heart. What is the functions of the blood? What's the functions of the blood? Very easy, no? First, transport of oxygen. So you are taking oxygen. So the blood only will take the your whatever the gas you are taking, oxygen you are taking, that one should have to reach each and every cell of our body. So transportation of oxygen will be takes place by the blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide also will also taken by the blood from tissues to lungs. So like that, blood main function helpful for the transportation of gases. Next, another important function, the transportation of nutrients. So I said just now, whatever you are eating the food, those nutrients are moving from one place to another place because of the which one, this nutrition. Next, transportation of excretory products, for example urea, ammonia, uric acid, the kidneys. So to kidneys by the blood only it will be. Next, regulation of the body temperature, maintenance of pH, transportation of hormones, water balance, proteins, okay, protection from diseases, clotting of blood, everything is there in the protection. Why? How they will protect? Blood will be protect. The blood have the lymphocytes. White blood cells are there or not? So they all will be protect us from the diseases. Okay, like that. Blood also protects the diseases. Next, what is the heart? Heart is how many chambered? Heart, four chambered. Upper chambers are atria, lower chamber is ventricles. Auricles are separated by interauricular septum. Ventricular separated by ventricular septum. Okay, those auricles and ventricular separated by auriculoventricular septum. So walls of the heart. How many types of walls are there in the heart? You know very well. The walls of the heart consist of arterioventricular. What are called arterioventricular valves. What are those arterioventricular valves? They are nothing but they are tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve or mitral valve. So tricuspid valve between right auricle and right ventricle, bicuspid valve between the pulmonary valve and aortic valve. So tricuspid valve, pulmonary valve, aortic valve. So and tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, pulmonary valve, aortic valve. So these all are present in the heart. So tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, pulmonary valve, aortic valve. The tricuspid valve located between right and left auricle. Bicuspid valve between the left and left ventricle. What is called right auricle and left ventricle. Okay, so right auricle, right ventricle, tricuspid valve, left auricle, left ventricle, bicuspid valve, like that semilunar valves. Okay, also pulmonary valve and aortic valves are there in our heart. So what's the function of heart valves? Valves allows the movement of blood in one direction, from right auricle to right ventricle tricuspid, from left auricle to left ventricle bicuspid, from left ventricle to body parts aortic, from right ventricle to lungs pulmonary valve, like that, one direction only. Next circuits, the pulmonary circuits and systemic circuits. Come on, what is a circuit? Very simple. Pulmonary circuit means blood will flow from where to where? Come on, blood will flow from body parts to right auricle to right ventricle to lungs, lungs to left auricle. This is pulmonary circuit. So body parts to blood will through veins reaches the right auricle to right ventricle to lungs, lungs to left auricle. That is pulmonary circuit. A systemic circuit, left auricle to left ventricle to aorta, aorta to body parts, body to again right auricle, right ventricle. So this is called systemic circuit. So body, the lungs involving in the sense pulmonary circuit. So only heart and systemically oxygenated blood. So systemic pulmonary circuit deoxygenated blood. The systemic circuit oxygenated blood will be flow. So what is pulmonary circuit? Body parts to right auricle to right ventricle to lungs, lungs to left auricle. Systemic circuit, left auricle to left ventricle, aorta, body parts, right auricle and right ventricle. So next, blood pressure. The blood pressure is dangerous nowadays. Normally, what is blood pressure? What is the normal blood pressure? 120 by 80 mmHg. Right? So systolic pressure, diastolic pressure. So if 120 80 again, more than 120 by 80 is there in the sense, that is called high BP. What do you call that is? That is called high BP. So that is very dangerous for our surviving. Sometimes blood vessels will be rupture and we will be dead. So at the same time, blood clotting also there. So blood platelets, injured tissue forms the thromboplastin. Thromboplastin converts the prothrombin to thrombin. Thrombin converts the fibrinogen to fibrin. So fibrin plus red blood cells forms the clot. So this is important. So prothrombin to thrombin by the thromboplastin. Thromboplastin converts the, so thrombin converts the fibrinogen to fibrin. So like this, there will be clotting also will be there. Lymph is the tissue fluid. Okay, lymph is also just like a plasma, but it is called extracellular fluid. That is called lymph. So leakage from the capillaries, the lymph will be there. It is also transports the minerals and very important. How can you say define simply lymph? Like a plasma. No hemoglobin. Okay, only some proteins are present. Okay, antibodies are present. There also lymphatic system, lymph capillaries, lymph nodes also there. Lymph also transports the gases. So like this, the transportation system also will be there in our body. Lymph is nothing but simply you can say like a plasma. It's a tissue fluid. It leakage fluid from the tissues, helpful for the what you called transportation of fats, especially to from the absorbed food, and transport again the lymphatic system last connected to veins only, nothing but veins. So like this, the digestive system and respiratory system. So important points we have to cover in the revision. So what is human digestive system? Okay, what are the parts of human digestive system? What is intracellular, inside the cell intracellular digestion, outside the cell extracellular digestion. What is parasitic, what is saprophytic, what is holozoic? You should have to remember. And how many steps in the holozoic? What are those? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. Like that, when you consider, listen all perfectly in a sense, when you practice, once open the textbook and read all the concepts in the sense, you will get definitely good marks. So see the respiration equation. This is must and should. This is a glycolysis. Cytoplasm, glucose breakdown into pyruvate. Then oxygen Absence of oxygen, ethanol. Lack of oxygen, lactic acid. These are muscles. In the muscles, we will pain or not cramps. So because of lactic acid. So this is some yeast. Presence of oxygen, like every human being, every oxygen dependent or air dependent organisms comes under aerobic respiration.